Dogs do not understand human emotions the way humans understand each other, but they understand emotional states with an accuracy that often feels almost intuitive. This ability is not accidental, and it is not learned through training alone. It is the result of thousands of years of shared evolution between dogs and humans. When early dogs began living alongside humans, survival depended on cooperation. Dogs that could better interpret human behavior were safer, better fed, and more protected. Over generations, this created animals that became specialists in reading emotional cues rather than spoken language. Modern dogs still carry this evolutionary advantage. Dogs primarily read emotions through facial expressions. Research shows that dogs focus strongly on the eyes and mouth. Subtle changes in facial tension communicate important emotional information. Relaxed muscles signal safety. Tight jaws, narrowed eyes, or rigid expressions signal stress or discomfort. Dogs often respond to these changes before humans consciously recognize their own expressions. Tone of voice plays an even larger role than words. Dogs process pitch, rhythm, and volume as emotional signals. Calm, steady tones reduce stress and create reassurance. Sharp, loud, or inconsistent tones trigger alertness. This is why dogs may react emotionally even when you say positive words with negative tone. To a dog, how something is said matters more than what is said. Body language is another major source of emotional information. Dogs constantly observe posture, movement speed, and physical orientation. Slow, relaxed movements indicate calm and safety. Sudden or tense movements signal uncertainty or threat. Dogs build a continuous emotional picture by combining these signals. Scent is one of the most powerful emotional channels dogs use. Emotional states change human chemistry. Stress releases hormones like cortisol, which alters body odor. Dogs can detect these changes instantly, even when humans cannot. This explains why dogs often approach or comfort people during emotional distress without being trained to do so. Dogs do not analyze emotions intellectually, they synchronize with them. When a human is calm, a dog's nervous system regulates toward calm. When a human is anxious, a dog becomes more alert. This emotional mirroring helps dogs maintain balance within their environment and explains why they are so effective as therapy and support animals. Dogs also learn emotional patterns over time. Consistent emotional responses create predictability, which builds trust. Inconsistent reactions create confusion and insecurity. This is why emotional regulation in humans has such a strong impact on dog behavior. Importantly, dogs do not judge emotions. They do not label feelings as good or bad. They simply respond to emotional energy. When stress is present, they adapt. When calm is present, they relax. Understanding this ability changes how we communicate with dogs. Calm presence communicates safety more clearly than commands. Emotional consistency builds trust more effectively than discipline. Dogs listen emotionally before they listen behaviorally. This emotional intelligence is not weakness, it is adaptation. Dogs evolved to survive by understanding humans deeply, and that skill remains one of their greatest strengths. When humans learn to regulate their own emotions, dogs become calmer, more confident, and more secure. The bond strengthens not through control, but through understanding. Dogs may not understand our words, but they understand us in a deeper way than we often realize. Subscribe to Paws and Whiskers for calm, science-based insight into dog psychology and the emotional lives of pets.